Oh! What are you doing, guys? And welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club, the only thing we seem to do on this freaking channel. Which it is, because I love Doki Doki. So, I mean, until I find a game that I really want to do, or that's gonna replace my love for Doki Doki, which nothing is, because Natsuki is the ultimate waifu. I've even got a list, okay? Get on my level. Or no, it's not the ultimate waifu, it's the one true waifu. Excuse me. Welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club Exit Music. So, let's just get started. So, Doki Doki Exit Music is a Doki Doki Literature Club fan mod that is not affiliated with Team Salvato. It was created by Oliver Norton, Jacob Smallman, and Sarah Winter. It is designed to be played only after the official game has been completed and contains spoilers for the official game. Game files for the Doki Doki Literature Club are required to play this, blah 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 blah. Any spoilers contained within. Yeah. Music? Oh, that was cool. Oh shit! I just dropped my lighter. Okay, I got it. Okay, first of all, this is fucking loud. Text me. So you know me, I always put down the volume and always turn up the sounds because you never know what the fuck's gonna go on. Full screen mode, thank you. Skip, no. Okay. This is awesome music, I like this. It doesn't replace, I'm gonna turn it up slightly. It doesn't replace, damn it, what was it? A Brand New Day, because that music was epic. Just every day was duh, 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 and you were just there like, oh yes, I know what's gonna happen. In terms of Brand New Day, I don't know what's going on recently. I tried to log on to Reddit earlier, that's where I got this from. Shout out to BG Mike for showing me this game. So, I've watched the first part of it, but playing it, as everyone knows, playing a game is so much different to watching it. So you can watch me play it all you want, but, you know, you're not going to be able to explore your own route and have the same connection. It's not going to be the same. So thank you to BG Mike for that one. So I just went to Reddit. Hopefully the link will be in the description down below for you guys to go and download it and play it yourself. All you got to do is just go into the files, copy everything that's in the game files of the mod, and just paste it into the game files of the DDLC thing, which you can just download from the Team Salvato website. Well, Team Salvato, the DDLC website. Apart from that, there's not much else to say, other than this mod is mostly about NATSUKI. Okay, so this is a Natsuki mod, so this is why I had to play this. And I was running out of DDLC stuff. Obviously the last video we posted was about the terrible thing that happened on the news, unfortunately. But anyway, let's get into this. New game! Please enter your name. Alpha! Same name as always. I also like the blue that's going on. Oh, the text box even blue. It's the day of the festival, and I'm really low, but I'm also really good in frame of camera, so I'm gonna leave it. It's my elbow, so I rest my elbow on my armrest here, and then my table is slightly above my... Hang on. Okay, that's a bit better, but now I'm out of frame. Hang on. The framing is more important to me than my elbow. Of all the days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori, and there's no music, which scares me. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I consider going into her house to wake her up. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her, to help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things were going to be the same they always have been. That's all she needs, and that's what I want to give her. Excuse me, sorry. Of course, every time we play this game, we need the water! I really should be doing other things right now, but I'm really not in the right frame of mind, so oopsie. The hell with it. I'll go and get her. I grabbed the cupcakes Natsuki and I made yesterday and make my way to Sayori's. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. There we go. Don't know why I decided to do it on my hand, but there you go. I didn't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Why does no one lock their doors? She's a really heavy sleeper. I swallow. Ooh. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house? Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy! There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Oh. Thank fuck, she's alive. It's been a long time since I watched But You Might Play This, so I don't exactly remember what's happened. Also, you might notice that there's a bit of it's very bright. So that's because I turned up the brightness on my computer. But actually, it's Sayori Alpha. Shit, I forget the voices. Alpha. Fuck, I forget the voices. One sec. Alpha. Sayori stands at the foot of her bed, a long rope in her hand. It's tied into a hangman's noose. In the shock of the moment, I release my grip on the cupcakes. What the fuck?! It's not what it... Like hell it's not what it looks like! I'm so sorry, Alpha. I can't believe this. Sayori wouldn't do something like this. Jesus, Sayori. I should have known it was this bad. Sayori drops the noose on the floor. Sayori, why haven't you talked to anybody about this? I don't want to waste people's time. You're not wasting anybody's time. We all just want you to be happy, like you've made us. You really deserve to be happy. I know you don't think that now, but, well, it's the truth. And I'm determined to help you every step of the way. But to start, you need to talk about this. I can't. There's a short pause. All is silent, aside from Sayori sobbing. I was about to do it, Alpha. I'd never have seen you again. Sayori, could you imagine if I'd found you like that? Sayori, listen. It doesn't matter what you're going through. You'll always have a reason to stay with us. Even if that's only one thing worth living for to you, then you need to hold on to that. And I know there is. You told me yourself yesterday. Alpha. She releases her grip on me and backs away. We know it will be tough, but I'll be there for you. Damn it, don't start singing the Friends theme song. This is not appropriate. Whoo! We all will, no matter what. Alpha, don't. Now listen to me. You need to talk to somebody professional about this. I'm not taking no for an answer, Sayori. I don't think I'm ready. We can go another time. Not a chance. You seriously need professional help as soon as possible. We're leaving. Now. I don't know if I can. Sayori. Do it. For me, if not for yourself. I was thinking to myself the other day, do you reckon when Emperor Palpatine gets really pissed off and he's just done with life, and he's like, he finds something he can't do, he's just there like, screw it, and just fucks off? I quite like that idea, that he's like that. Find something he can't do, screw it, fucks off. He's like, I'm gonna go and fucking taser some Jedi. I don't think I turned off my phone either, sorry, if anything went off. She sniffles, wiping her face with her sleeve. Get this out of the way, I don't need this. Oh shit! I just hit something. Okay. Oh, I really like her face. And what's with the red dot in her eyes? That's not my screen, is it? No, I don't think it is. Come on, let's go. To the doctor's. We'll take the bus. Alpha. The festival. Screw the festival! You're more important to me than that. Well, I need to get changed first. Oh, of course. I nod and take a step outside the door, reaching down to pick up the rope first to take it with me just in case. She gently nods, shutting the door in my face. This is the moment where she has a second one, she's like, fuck it. And poor jokes all round. I'm a little anxious, leaving her alone right after something like this. Regardless, she needs her privacy. I kneel down and begin cleaning up the cupcake massacre littering the floor with a towel. NATSUKI is gonna kill me. I return downstairs to untie the noose, dropping the loose rope in the trash. I linger downstairs for a minute or two before heading back upstairs. She's probably ready by now. I knock on Sayori's door and she answers. Ready? Sayori nods once, her eyes glued to the floor, and is... Oh yeah, that's right. I can never remember if it's click or toggle. Sayori nods. Yeah. This is what's best for me, right? She stares at me, expectant of an answer. I feel uneasy, but answer anyway. I know it is. Come on now, let's get going. Excuse me. I'm sitting down in the waiting room outside the doctor's office, patiently waiting for Sayori to return. I'm anxious. My phone buzzes quietly. I remember today was supposed to be the day of the festival. The text is from Monica. Where are you? I have to reply. I'm busy. Really, Alpha? Please don't tell me you've got cold feet about the poems or something. It's a bit more serious than that. What's going on? I don't know if I can tell you right now. But it's serious, okay? You gotta believe me. Fine. Just hurry up and bring Sayori with you. I look up at the door. Through the small window, I can see Sayori breaking down in her chair, head resting on the doctor's desk. I feel terrible that I let her reach such a point due to my own negligence. Behind me, the door that leads to the entrance to the waiting room swings open, and a couple of nurses walk by, but my phone buzzes again in my hand and I turn my attention to it. It's just me and Yuri here, damn it! Why? Where's NATSUKI? I don't know. Please just get here quick. Bring Sayori, okay? It's a personal issue. I can't promise anything. But I'll try and get to the festival before it's over, okay? Okay. A couple of minutes of idle waiting pass before I get another message from her. Forget it. Everyone's here already, and they're waiting. We have to cancel. I return my phone to my pocket, running my hands through my hair. Why now? I feel terrible for Sayori. The fact that she's in such pain now, and how oblivious I was to all of it. But on the other hand, I also feel like I've put Monica and Yuri on the spot, in front of all of our classmates. Monica, Yuri. That reminds me of something Monica told me. Where is NATSUKI? Suddenly the door to the waiting room opens again, and another nurse walks by. However, she's accompanied by somebody familiar. What the fuck?! Who did this to you? Who did this to you, NATSUKI? Well, even though I already know, but she doesn't know that. NATSUKI. Natsuki, are you okay? She quickly turns and runs back the way she came, exiting the hospital in tears. I jump out of my seat to speak to her, but notice this nurse is staring at me suspiciously. I take a seat once more. I'm anxious now about Natsuki's well-being, as well as Sayori's. Excuse me. What happened to her? She explains how Natsuki wandered into the hospital, bloody and bruised, looking for help. Poor Natsuki. She then cautiously asks if I had anything to do with Natsuki's injuries. I also need to turn this down slightly. I do want to know why this is called exit music though. I'm a bit about that. She then cautiously asked me if I had anything to do with Natsuki's injuries. Christ, no! I don't even know what's going on. I had to bring my friend here. She tried to... I stopped myself. I doubt Sayori would want me to talk about her struggle so openly. Not now, anyway. Well, listen, it's serious, okay? I bite my lip as the nurse continues on her way. My phone buzzes again. Are you sure you don't know where Natsuki and Sayori are? I already told you, I don't know. I can't tell her about Natsuki either. Chances are, it's her own personal issue and she has to deal with it in her own way. Still, maybe I should text her. It doesn't matter anyway. We had to cancel our performance. People are complaining about the cupcakes not being here. Yuri's gone for some fresh air. Jesus, I'm sorry, okay? My hands are tied here. I can't do anything to help right now. Okay, whatever. Oh, you know it's bad when she hits you with the K. Thanks a lot, Alpha. Now I pissed Monica off. Because I couldn't bring myself to tell her what happened. I decided to text Natsuki quickly about what I just saw. A couple of minutes pass with no response. The message doesn't even mark as read. The office door swings open and Sayori emerges. Alpha, are you okay? Not really, I'm just stressed out. How are you? I don't really want to talk about it. Are you sure? Because I'm here for you, I can just... Alpha, please! Can we just drop this? I just don't want to make a big deal out of it. Especially in front of the other club members. I stand up. Sayori, I don't think you understand how big of a deal this really is. You nearly killed yourself. I think you should go home and rest for a couple days, okay? I guess I'll have to, right? Sayori lets out a small amount of almost nervous laughter. It's a good idea, at least. You know that. But what about the festival? I hesitate. I don't want Sayori to feel like it's her fault the performance got cancelled, so I decide to start with Natsuki's absence. Well, Natsuki didn't actually show up either. Monica had to cancel the performance, unfortunately. You didn't tell her, did you? About... I didn't. Unless you want to talk to her about it yourself, she won't know. Okay? Sayori nods. I think I'll tell her. So she knows why her plans for the festival were ruined. I can tell what she's going to say. It wasn't your fault, Sayori. None of this is. Sayori grabs my hand tightly, rendering it in a vice-like grip. You can talk to her if you really want to. Hell, she'd probably be able to give you better advice than me. Maybe. Did you tell my parents? I did. Yeah. I'm sorry though. I felt I had to and... Thanks! I was scared I'd have to tell them myself. Sayori glances downwards to the pristine floor. Alpha. Watashi wa daisuki. Okay, so here's the problem. That could be wrong because I'm just trying to think if it's right or wrong. Me saying that. It's the daisuki that I'd be getting wrong. It's either daisuki or aishiteru. It depends. I don't know. Ah. It's the same with why. Why is either doshite or naze. It depends. I don't know when the context is used. Ah! Kill me. I love you, Alpha! God's sake! Despite her condition, I can't lie to her. It'd be unfair on her to have her hopes disrupted like that. I keep my mouth shut. A minute or so passes. Anyway, we should get going. There's no point in going to school now. Why? What time is it? It's about midday. We missed the festival, and if we turned up now, Monica would just get mad at us. Monica's just gonna get mad at us. Come on, I'll take you home. We can talk some more there. She gently nods, following my lead. We exit the hospital and ride the bus back to her house. I decide to stay with Natsuki in her house just to make sure she's feeling better. We have at least a few hours together, but we spend that time talking and watching shows together. Her mother arrives first, thanking me for letting her know of what happened. I tell her that it's no problem. She tells me that Sayori's father is on his way, and that I'm free to leave if I want to. After I'm sure she's safe, I leave her with her mother and head home. Entering the kitchen, I flick the light on, start to make myself a sandwich, cutting up a tomato. However, I start to wonder about Natsuki. I remember the time I spent with her here, our little scuffle over the cupcake's icing. But that bruise, her nosebleed, what the hell happened to her? And who in their right mind would do that to her? Possible reasons for her injuries circulate inside my head. Maybe she just fell over. She could have gotten in a fight with another classmate of ours? Or maybe... no. Surely not. Maybe I'm just overreacting to the situation. It's been a rough day after all. But something she told me while we were reading manga together sticks out in my head. I don't even know what my dad would do to me if he found this. I shiver at the thought. I actually shivered then. My spine. Ah! It's the only real reason I can come up with Natsuki's terrible injuries. I also noticed that while I'm distracted, I accidentally cut my finger open while slicing a tomato. You're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking idiot. Ah, shit. I wrapped my finger up in a paper towel, letting the few drops of blood soak into it. Oh! You didn't really cut it open then, did you? You just gave it a little slice. Throwing the paper towel in the trash, I think back to Natsuki. There we go. I decide to ask her about her father next time I see her. Even if she assures me that I'm wrong, at least I'll know. I eat my sandwich and head upstairs to my room. I collapse onto my bed, exhausted from the stress of that day had brought onto me. I drift to unconsciousness within minutes. Are we gonna have some ghosts? 2 days later. You. Oh, I've got goosebumps. For those of you who don't know what that is, I'm just gonna show you. No, this is not working. Fucking great. Well, don't I just want to kill myself? Oh, fuck! 42? Ow! Dick. Okay, now the music's back. Let me just save here one sec. Yeah, so that was this. That's what just came up as soon as it loads. There we go. So this is a poster that you can get on the DDLC website. It's a pretty cool poster. I debated getting one, but the only problem I had with it is I thought it would creep me the fuck out. So I'm still waiting for a poster that I really, really want. That I can really be happy with and that I really want. So yeah. But this is what just came up, and that scared the shit out of me because it was so fucking like transparent. But anyway. Oh, hi Alpha. I'm back at the literature club. Craning my neck, I look around the club room. It's empty. Yuri and I are the only people here. I leave the classroom door open, expecting other club members to arrive shortly. Hey Yuri. I sit down at the desk next to her, unpacking my stationery kit as she did with her own. Listen, I know that Monica cancelled the club yesterday, but... So, I didn't get a chance to talk to you. I just wanted to say that I'm really sorry that she had to let our little presentations go. Don't worry about it, Alpha. Monica told me that it wasn't your fault she couldn't come. She said it was something serious. It was a bit of an emergency. I decided to play down the situation in case Yuri doesn't know the full story. I don't want to worry her after all. Are you alright? Me? I'm fine, yeah, don't worry about me. It was someone else. Someone close. I see. Well, I hope everything works out for you. And your friend. I hope so too, Yuri. A moment passes of complete silence. Yuri is sat down at her desk, still reading. The class is still empty, aside from us. So, Yuri... She jumps in her chair a little, startled by my interjecting the silence. Yes? You haven't seen Monika today, have you? I'm afraid not, Alpha. She's been in a mood since the festival, unfortunately. No, not that. I didn't... Not that I mean to be rude about it. It did mean a lot to her after all. I know it did. That's why I wanted to speak to her. Maybe if I explained why Sayori and I were absent, she might forgive me. Well, both of us. Oh, but I promised Sayori I wouldn't say anything to Monika. Has Monika said anything about me since the festival? Not really. I mean, she did complain that the three of you were gone. I was kind of thankful we had to cancel. Not to ruin Monika's plans, though. I'd never do such a thing intentionally. I know you wouldn't, Yuri, don't worry. I can tell you're too good a person to be so mean. Besides, you have no reason to want to sabotage her like that. Right? Yuri falters for a moment, lost for words. Not at all. It's just that... I don't even know if I should be telling you this. Well, I overheard Monika talking about you and Sayori to one of her friends. I wasn't eavesdropping though. What did she say? I heard her mention the only good reason to cancel on her was if, on the festival, was if somebody died. What? Monika wouldn't say something like that, right? She's a sweetheart. Oh, how wrong and naive you are. Besides, not only is that egocentric, it's insensitive. I can't fucking read. Even if she didn't know about Sayori, that felt like it was too close to reality. Wow, that's harsh. I doubt she meant it though. What I mean to say is, she's not in a position to say that. I understand that she was flustered about it, but there's never a good reason to say such horrible things about... Yuri's words get caught in her throat. She retreats to the confines of her book. I turn to see Monika standing in the doorway, giving Yuri an intense glare. She doesn't dare greet Monika's gaze. Instead concentrating on the portrait of Markov. I wish I could do the same. I swallow. She huffs and starts talking. And we're jumping again. Why? There must be something going on my computer. Okay, let me just check something. Why is everything breaking on my computer? God fucking... Ugh. Hello? Oh, it worked. I'm not entirely sure what's happening here. I'm not really sure what's going on, to be honest. Let me just save here one sec. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back in 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. I'm not really sure what the problem is. I got... Anyway. We're back. Let's carry on, shall we? Yes. PMA. I hate my life. Where's Sayori and Natsuki? She stares at Yuri intently. Monika's presence intimidates me. I don't know Monika. I haven't seen them. She gives me an acidic stare, her emerald eyes piercing my confident facade. Did Sayori tell her about the hospital? Are you sure? Yeah. Alright then. How come you weren't in the festival, Alpha? I had a family emergency. At this point, I'm practically lying to her face to keep Sayori's secret safe until she feels comfortable confiding in Monika. Then again, I have known Sayori for so long. She's pretty much a part of my family at this point. She's like a sister to me. So, it's more like stretching the truth than lying to her. Well, that's what I tell myself anyway. Right. Monica is not having any of this. Even if she didn't know what was actually going on, she must know I'm lying to her. But for Sayori's sake, I have to keep face for her. I can't betray her trust. If she finds out I told someone that private information. Monica's demeanor suddenly changed, and she looks at the two of us with a wry smile on her face. Okay, you two! Since we're the only ones here, I've decided that we're going to have to cancel today's meeting. Hopefully there won't be any more emergencies or absences tomorrow. The emphasis on those words worry me, due to how aggressive she spoke them. That's all, you can leave now. Yuri looks up from her book guiltily and packs up, suddenly dropping the portrait of Markov and her stationery kit in her bag. She scurries out the classroom without a word. Monica turns her attention to me, expecting me to pack up. I nod, pick up my bag, exiting into the hallway without another word. Walking through the school's dormant hallways, I reach the door to the country yard, but stop. Or courtyard, sorry. Country yard. Placing my head in my palm. I forgot my own stationery. Such an idiot. I return to the classroom hastily to find my leather pencil case opened. I swipe it into my bag. I realize my pen is missing. Ah! Quick glance around and I conclude that I must have lost it earlier. Nope! No, you didn't! Returning to the courtyard, I notice Yuri. She's moving hurriedly, clutching her bag tightly against her chest, wiping her face with her sleeve. Yuri? She doesn't notice me at first, so I jog to catch up with her. Yuri, what's wrong? Oh, hi! It's nothing. Really? Yeah, I'm alright. Really. I don't believe her. My eyes meet Yuri's for a brief moment before she looks away. I can tell something terrible happened, and every time we play this game I yawn. Something terrible happened in the few minutes we were separated. But what could have brought her to this state? I take hold of her shoulder to try and slow her down so she can face me. She jumps, but complies. She comes to a halt at the school's entrance. Yuri, whatever's on your mind, you can tell me. I am your friend after all. It's not much. It was just something that Monica said. Monica? What could she have said? Well, if you don't mind my asking, what did she say? I really don't feel comfortable talking about it. If you're okay with that. Monica must have said something really hurtful. It's fine, really. I understand. Well, if you're sure about that. You're always welcome to talk to me, though. I guess. It'd be nice if you walked with me. Maybe we can talk on the way. Sayori isn't here. I've got some time to kill. Besides, I feel like I can't refuse. Not when she's so emotional. Yeah, okay. I'm sure that'd be nice. Following Yuri, I take the opposite turn from my usual walk home. Soon enough, I find myself in a part of the town I rarely visit. Is it generally used for third-year activities? The walk between us is mostly silent. Yuri occasionally sniffles, wiping her face. What the hell did Monica say to her? I decide to make some light conversation. Something about writing might be nice. She does take comfort in talking about subjects she's passionate about after all. So, Alpha, how do you like writing poems? She looks creepy! She must have read my mind. Well, usually I like to listen to music while I write. Even if it's just quiet, softly playing in the background. You know what I mean? Really? Most of the time I just feel like I can only write in silence. It leaves me at one with my mind, and lets me express my inner thoughts. Though sometimes, I do feel like listening to a soft piano track. Don't the lyrics alter the way you write? Well, yeah. But I guess that's what I'm looking for. Most of the time, anyway. I like the mood of the music to affect the way I write, really. Unless it's something I'm especially passionate about. Then I can write in just about any condition. That actually sounds like an effective technique. I'll be sure to try it out. At this point, Yuri seems to have perked up, her eyes dried. I got a really itchy head! Kill me! I decide to continue the conversation, as I still don't know how much longer it'll take to reach her house. I know Sayori likes to hum a little tune to herself while she writes. Why is my head so itchy? I wonder what Natsuki does. Natsuki. I've been trying to contact her since I saw her at the hospital, but she hasn't responded to any of my messages. She hasn't showed up for school at all this week either. God, what could have happened? Was it really her father? I don't want to believe it, but the pieces fit together. Her absence, her inability to contact anybody, and it's gone silent. What she said about him, but most of all, the fucking bruises. I bite my lip, as I feel my breathing growing heavy, and my blood reaching a boiling point. If I find out he laid a finger on her, oh! So, I'll be honest, I don't disrespect her or anything. Yuri's words derail my train of thought. Natsuki's poems are just a little too simple for my liking. I suppose they lack a certain edge. I spaced out again. Yeah. Speaking of Natsuki, however, I think we just passed our house then. We what? Wait, which one? Yuri looks at me, a little surprised by my urgency. Regardless, she points out the house to me. It's that house, if I recall correctly. Right, thanks for that. Why do you need to know? I don't really want to worry Yuri about Natsuki. Well, I guess I just wanted to know to... Right. The rest of the journey is made in silence. She's got the wrong idea. I'm right worried that Yuri got the wrong impression. Yep. But there's not much I can do. Nope. Eventually we arrive, signaling her to wave goodbye. You know, Alpha, you're quite different when no one's around. When it's just the two of us. Yuri falls silent for a moment, lost in thought. Listen, I'd love to stay and talk, but I really would, but... Oh, it's fine, I get it. You have places to be. Her head darts toward the direction of Natsuki's house for a moment. It's fine, I've got writing to do anyway. She turns and starts to walk to the door. No, please don't get the wrong idea, Yuri. I'm not really... It's fine, Alpha. I can take a hint. I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can finish my explanation, she's already entered her house. I feel terrible, knowing that Yuri probably blames herself for my rejection. But I leave quickly, regardless. As I turn the corner and approach Natsuki's house, my attention is directed upwards. On the second floor balcony, a large, heavily built man leans against a railing, smoking a cigarette. Oh, of course he smokes. Is that her dad? Jesus Christ. He's on the phone. I can't help but overhear the conversation. The man mutters something about having business to tend to, but promises to be wherever the caller wants him within an hour. My stomach sinks. Business? What if he means what I think he does? Backtracking Yuri's route, I make my way back to school, then my house from that. Fumbling with my keys, I unlock the door. I enter my bedroom, hurriedly change out of my uniform into some dark clothing. Ooh, sneaky sneak. Sneaky sneak! Ooh, that's nice. A short jog brings me back to her house, and I take a seat within the bus stop on the street opposite her, staking out her father. I ponder over if he's really already gone. Perhaps I missed him leaving. Or maybe he's still dealing with business. After a few minutes, however, I'm proven wrong by the sound of an engine revving up, and a new, expensive-looking performance car emerging from the driveway of Natsuki's house. It speeds away down the corner within seconds, and once I'm certain that it's gone, I move over to Natsuki's house and ring the doorbell. I wait. Nothing. I press down on it again. Once more. No answer. Growing ever anxious, I knock on the door hurriedly, aggressively, banging my bald fist on the door. A moment of silence. Then from the second floor window, I see a curtain pull back, a flash of pink, and just as quickly, it's replaced once more. I watch it intensely, waiting for any sign of movement until I hear the sound of the door chain being unhinged and the deadbolt turning. My heart's ready to jump out of my chest. I don't know what I'll be greeted by, but I await, nervously. Alpha! What the hell are you doing here? It's Natsuki. Thank God. Natsuki! Are you alright? What happened? Your bruises? What bruises, Alpha? I don't know what you're talking about. She's playing dumb, even though I saw her. What could have happened to her for her to be so devoted to keeping it a secret? Before I can reply, she grabs me by the collar of my shirt and yanks me into the foyer. Hey, how do you know where I live? It's not the time for that. Has she been drinking? A better question is, where have you been? I haven't been feeling very good the past few days. No need to be so mean about it. Does she expect me to believe that after what I saw? Natsuki, I know something's wrong. I saw you at the hospital, remember? Oh, that... She giggles. That was nothing. Don't worry about the other day. There's much worse to be worried about. What do you mean? Come with me. I could do with another glass anyway. She grips my arm loosely and tries to move me along with her through her house. As she moves, she begins erratically wobbling, as though she's having trouble walking. She holds tighter onto my arm for support. She stumbles and nearly trips. I catch her, wrapping my arm around her chest and pulling her upright. Thanks. That's not like her. Normally if I grabbed her for whatever reason, she'd freak out and call me gross or something of that sort. But here, she didn't even flinch or say anything about it. Something feels off. I release my grip on her reluctantly. She's still staggering her way along. I assist in moving her, now up the stairs, making sure she doesn't fall and knock us both back onto the steps. We finally make it up the stairs. Natsuki guides me to her room. Her room's a mess. Her floor is littered with small, ripped pieces of paper. Picking up one, I recognize one of the protagonists of Parfait Girls! The cover is heavily laminated cardstock. It's ripped in two. There's no way Natsuki would be able to tear that in half by herself. Not only that, she had no reason to either. But I could think of someone who does. There's a large bottle of red wine, cap open, lying on its side on her bed. Only a small drip escapes, staining her bedsheet with crimson. There can't be much of it left. I knew she'd be drinking. I could tell from the moment she opened the door. Natsuki, you haven't drunk all that yourself, right? She looks flustered. Of course I have, you dummy. That's a bit much, isn't it? That doesn't matter. I haven't even finished anyway. She retrieves a bottle from under the bed. I reach a hand out and take it from her. Natsuki. Nuh-uh, it's mine. She holds the bottle just out of reach and tries to push me away. She's too weak, however, and I simply move her arm aside. Come on, that's enough. Alpha, please. I need this. Something about the way she just said that sent a pang of dread through my body. Before I can reach my arm out to stop her a second time, the remainder of the bottle's contents are gone. Looking at her bedside drawer, I see Natsuki's phone. It's overturned. I can only see her case. The case is glittery and pink. This drink is nice, Alpha. Natsuki, talk to me. I know something's going on with your dad. Please, I just want to help. But I can't if you won't tell me what's going on. This is all the help I need. She collapsed onto her bed and giggles. I haven't felt this happy in so long. I grow only more uneasy hearing that. If this is the length she has to go in order to escape her demon, just how bad is the demon she's trying to escape from? As Natsuki begins to snore, her grip on the bottle falters, and it rolls off the bed onto the floor. To my surprise, it doesn't shatter. Well, to be fair, that's a pretty low-down bed. Instead, it rolls under her bed. Shaking my head and bend down to pick up the bottle that's rolled under her bed. Reaching my hand underneath the bed, I can feel the wine bottle. And something else. What the? I pulled both from underneath the bed, placing the wine bottle in the bedside drawer next to Natsuki's phone. I take a look at what I've recovered. It's a white container, made of plastic. Wait, this isn't right. This was a bottle of pills. Looking for a description, I inhale sharply that I realize that these are morphine tablets. I look at Natsuki, fast asleep as I'm worried. Oh my fucking god. I desperately check the label at the back for a date of prescription. Two days ago. It's broken again. Fuck. Does this happen to me? Oh fuck, spinny wheel of death. No, I need to save. Shit. No, my recording and everything's gonna be shattered. This isn't good. What is going on with my computer? I need to run a few antiviruses on it to try and sort it out. Sorry, we're back. She's trying to overdose. An icy sweat runs down my forehead as I begin to panic, running my hands through my hair. She stops snoring. I violently shake Natsuki's seemingly lifeless body. Please, Natsuki! Please wake up! I grab her hand. It's clammy. Much cooler than it should be. I put my ear next to her mouth to check to see if she's breathing. Thankfully it is, but she's faint. She is. I take her by the shoulders and pull her to a sitting position. I crouch down next to her, supporting her. Natsuki! I'm contemplating calling an ambulance, worrying it'll draw too much attention to her house. Fuck it. I don't care what happens as long as she lives! I reach into my pocket and fuck! My phone isn't there! I reach up onto her bedside table, gripping Natsuki's phone tightly. I bring it to my face and press down the power button. The screen lights up, but from behind a shattered display. I try to make an emergency call, but the screen's unresponsive to my touch. Dropping the phone, I pull Natsuki close to me, hoping and praying that she wakes up. I begin to sob, terrified for her life, but Natsuki begins to cough erratically, and I'm simultaneously panicked and relieved. Ah, Natsuki! She opens one eye and unsteadily rises to her feet with my assistance. Natsuki, please, tell me you're okay. She falls silent. Natsuki! Jesus! My nose is assaulted by a mix of a scent of bile? I don't know. Bile and wine. As it splashed onto the floor in front of me, I realised she got some on my arm. It stings. Well, at least that's gotten some of the deadly mixture out of her body. But she's still in trouble. Natsuki turns to me, half-conscious, pleading. Alpha, help me. She stumbles back, landing in a sitting position on her bed. I don't wanna die. Why did it stop? Look at me, okay? You won't. You hear me? I won't let you die. Natsuki, listen to me, okay? I'll be right back. She nods weakly, barely aware of her surroundings. I need to find her something to eat. Hopefully that should be able to absorb what's left of the alcohol. Bolting downstairs, I reach the kitchen within seconds. I swing open every cupboard I see along with the refrigerator. Nothing! Not even a slice of bread! When did Natsuki last eat? Exiting the kitchen, I look around the house. Hurrying back to Natsuki, I check up on her. She's as pale as ever, but she's conscious at least. She weakly raised her head to look at me. Hey, Natsuki! I need you to pay attention to me, okay? And there's the music. Just whatever you do, don't go to sleep, okay? Please! She tries to mutter something, but it's unintelligible. I have no choice but to leave her again. I search everywhere in the house besides her father's bedroom. I approach the door and notice it's locked. I ram the door multiple times before the frame gives way. Whoa! I tumble onto the floor, now littered with splinters. I rise to my feet, flicking the light on. As I search the room for anything that Natsuki could possibly... To aid Natsuki, something catches my eye. A few bags from various restaurants around town. I tear them open to find nothing but empty takeout containers. I return to Natsuki's room. We have to go. Now! Okay. I help her to her feet, wrapping her arm around my shoulder, holding her hand in place. She'll make it. I'll make sure of it. Where are we going? Somewhere safe. We make our way through the downstairs. I keep Natsuki on her feet, though it's proving to be more difficult as she fades in and out of consciousness. Starvation mixed with alcohol and painkillers. It's clearly taken a toll on her. But she isn't dead. We make it to the front door. With time feeling like a lost luxury, I shut it behind us, moving through the porch. I can feel Natsuki's tears soaked through my shirt. We reach the gate and I set her down to open it. I scoop Natsuki off the grass and close the gate behind us. Holding Natsuki close, I move as fast as I can down the street. As we approach the glow of the streetlights, I begin to feel relieved. I loosen my grip on Natsuki. Can you walk? Yes. I think. I set her down for a moment. Her knees buckle again. And I wrap her arm around me, and mine around her. Let's go. Okay. I end up supporting her the entire way through town. There's nobody to call me out for looking suspicious. I'm almost glad she has such a small figure. It makes it much easier to... That's why she's so small! Her father's been leaving her malnourished! She's living on fast food! Jesus Christ! Finally I recognize a familiar view of my house. I set Natsuki down on the front step. I fumble with my keys for a moment, finally able to knock the door. I help Natsuki through. She's safe from her father at least. I bring her to the kitchen and sit her down on one of the chairs. Alpha, why did you help me? How did you know where I... Don't worry about all that now. Let's just get you settled in for the night. I'm worried that it will be longer than one night. I have a spare bedroom in my house. She'll be able to sleep there. I searched through my pantry and the fridge for something she might like. I decided to just make some toast and chicken noodle soup. Is that chicken noodle? I haven't had it in so long. Her words break my heart. How long? How long has she lived like this? I watch the clock as Natsuki eats. It's late. Now that the immediate panic is over, I realize that poor Natsuki is still drenched in her own stomach acid. Natsuki, I'm gonna need you to get changed. What? Not here, silly. I mean, you can get changed in the spare bedroom. But I don't have But I don't have any of my clothes. You have to borrow some of mine. Okay. But only because I have to. Natsuki seems to be in a much better shape after her meal. She stands up of her own accord and to return her bowls to the kitchen counter. She moves slowly, but deliberately. God! Oh! Shit! Despite the stink of bile clogging up my nose, I'm relatively calm. Jesus Christ, I can't read. Natsuki's skin tone has returned to normal, mostly. She still looks scarred by the night's experiences. Once she returns empty-handed, I ask her to follow me to her room. Come on, I'll show you where it is. Natsuki timidly complies, wrapping her arms around me. But this time, it hurts. I inhale sharply. Are you okay, Alpha? My shoulder is in pain. The adrenaline in the situation is settled. Maybe barging through that door was a bad idea. Not only because of the pain, but the damage it caused too. When Natsuki's dad returns to the house... Yeah, I'm alright. Don't worry about me. Let's get you cleaned up. There's a shower in the guest room that you can use. We reach the guest room, located across the hall from my own bedroom. I motion towards the edge of the bed. Here, sit down for a minute. I'll be back with something for you. She sits down. I rush into my bedroom, picking out one of my grey tops and plain jeans. Pair of jeans. When I bring them back to her room, she's struggling to take off her socks. I place fresh clothes on the bed and kneel down to help her take them off. She opens her mouth like she wants to say something, but reluctantly lets me help. Natsuki's been through too much today. She has no strength left. Thanks, Alpha. I can take it from here. Are you sure? I really don't... All the blood in my body rushes to my face. She's going to have a shower. I was about to indirectly tell her I wanted to help. Never mind, it's fine. Take your time. I decide that now isn't the best time to question Natsuki about her family. Instead, she needed a soothing shower and some sleep. Maybe that'll take her mind off tonight's events. even if only for a few moments. Those few moments will do her a lot of good. As I stand to leave the room, Natsuki grasps my wrist, gently. Alpha, wait. I wanted to thank you again. Don't mention it, okay? I'm just glad I got there in time. Natsuki stares me in the eyes. Me too. How did you know where I was? I walked home with Yuri. She was having a bad day, so I went home with her. She pointed out your place. And ever since I saw you at the hospital, you haven't left my mind. That's why I decided to even go. I tried calling you God knows how many times, but you never answered. I cast my mind back to Natsuki's wreck of a phone. I guess I know why. I saw every one of your calls. I couldn't answer because of the stupid screen. When all I wanted to do was hear your voice. I couldn't. I just wanted to go back to the club and sit with you under the window to read more together. Because when we do, it's the only time I really feel safe. Well, not anymore, of course. Her Parfait Girls manga was torn apart. She looks down at the ground dejectedly. I leave Natsuki to shower. After getting changed myself, I sit on the edge of my bed, gripping the volume of Parfait Girls I bought for myself on the weekend. The water stops running, and I hear the ensuite door being opened, and wait for a few moments before knocking on her door. Natsuki, I have something else for you. Oh, that's cute! That's cute! Look how cute she is! Ah! Oh, I love her so. Oh, Alpha. Natsuki opens the door, looking healthy again. She's out of her dirty clothes, and she's now wearing my shirt along with her own pants. Wait, wait, what? I thought you... Never mind. The top doesn't fit her very well, though. Huh? This shirt's massive on me. I could get you a smaller top of mine if you... I like it. You don't need to, Alpha. Are you sure? Yeah. I present the manga to her. I saw what happened to your copy of Parfait Girls back at your place, so I thought I'd drop my own in for you. So you can, read it. If you want. Natsuki gives me a weak but sincere smile. She reaches out to grab the manga. I'd love to, Alpha. Instead of pulling the manga from my hands, as expected, she grabs my wrist and tries to sit me down on the bed next to her. But only if we read it together. It's the least I can do to make her happy. She needs it. So I do, in a way. First having to deal with Sayori attempting suicide. Now Natsuki? God, how shitty must her home life have been for her to want to escape it like that? Well, I can take a guess, considering the complete lack of food in her house, and her face when I saw her in the hospital. Christ. Hey, Alpha. What? You were just kind of stood there for a second, spacing out. God, you're worse than Sayori sometimes, you know. Hey, I'm sorry, okay? It's fine. I was only teasing, dummy. I know that I shouldn't blame her. She doesn't know about Sayori's condition. And as far as I know, she hadn't seen her at the hospital. Regardless, that hurt me more than it should have. I move the duvet to the side and sit down next to Natsuki. She pulls the covers over the two of us, and we are sat up, with it draped over our laps. We decide to start the volume over again. Alpha, you're so warm. Natsuki inches closer to me. We're now shoulder to shoulder. Natsuki, can you see it okay? Not really. I inch myself down into the lying position. Natsuki joins me. Oh, it's so cute! Ah! Also, is that the face from like the first time we read together and she's like I'm such a wreck. God, I could cry right now. The recording session's not over yet. Stand strong. Stand strong. Woo-sa. Woo-sa. Okay. I think I'm okay. Much better. My left arm is awkwardly dormant between us. I slide it onto the pillow and around her. There we go. We continue to read. Before I know it, she's fast asleep. Natsuki? I lay there, motionless. I dreamed of this moment ever since I really got to know Natsuki. I hate that it had to be due to her circumstances at home, but regardless. I run my fingers through her silky pink hair and brush her bangs to the side. She looks so peaceful in her sleep. What is this feeling? I feel a lump in my throat. Just the sight of her is enough to make my heart pound. I don't recognize this. My chest is heavy. Feels like there's a weight on my ribs. It's hard to breathe. This is the happiest moment of my life. As I drop the manga to the side of the bed, not even reading anymore, I drift off to sleep. I'm jerked awake by the sound of crying. Confused, I open my eyes and turn to look at Natsuki. She actually is crying. Nice. I'm glad that they added that. She's clutching the sleeve of my shirt, holding me tighter than before. She's sobbing into my shirt ferociously. Natsuki, are you... I realize that she's still asleep. Sighing. I know that. Hang on. Okay, that's much better. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. Sighing. I lament over Natsuki's nightmares. I'm almost certain they're related to her family, but I give her a nudge to wake her up. As she seemingly begins to stir, I try to calm her. Natsuki, it's just a dream. You're okay. You're safe. Natsuki opens her eyes. Alpha, that was more than a dream. I watched my dad kill you. I watched him torture you for saving me. He kept telling me this is my punishment for leaving. Alpha, you shouldn't have helped me. This is wrong. This is wrong. Why, Alpha? Why'd you have to get involved? I can't let you do this. Natsuki jerks away from me. Natsuki, do you want to know the real reason I showed up at your house? I missed you. I missed reading with you. I missed reading your poems. After the hospital, I knew something happened. I had to make sure you were okay. I was worried sick for days. I thought I had to. I'd do anything to ensure your safety. I'd gladly be tortured if it meant you'd be happy. Anything, Natsuki. Do you understand me? I'd do anything in my power to keep you safe. Even if my words right now aren't proving, I mean it. Maybe this will. I rise to my feet and walk to my room. I flick my light on and rifle through my bag. Ah, there it is. Ooh. Ooh, poem! Ooh! And it's in our handwriting. I've never seen our handwriting before. Okay. Can we get the poem music? Can we get the poem music going? Hang on, let me turn off the music here. Settings, music volume. Can we get the Natsuki poem thing? You. I don't know what's happened, or where you've been. All I can think about is the bruises on your skin. The blood on your nose dripped onto your clothes. Ugh, what? I get why we wrote this, but why did we write this? The sight that broke my mind. For that moment I was frozen in time. I saw you, broken, abused. I knew from there on I would save you. Day turned to night, you on my mind. I've been sick with worry. If I'm going to do something, I need to hurry. Text after text, call after call. The girl I cared about most is the one I couldn't save, after all. man. I return to the bed. Natsuki's face me. I hand her my poem. Natsuki reads it, wiping her eyes as she does so. Alpha, Natsuki leaps from her bed and embraces me tightly. I return a gesture, wrapping my arms around her. We stay together like this for a while, her tears soaking through my shirt once again. After a few minutes, Natsuki eases her grip. I do as well, resting my hands on her waist, hers hanging from my neck. Natsuki lifts herself up to her tiptoes and pecks me on the cheek. I want to go back to sleep, but I want you to stay with me. I nod, wordlessly, as Natsuki gently escorts me to the bed. Laying my head on the pillow, she keeps her arms wrapped around me. We drift into the void of unconsciousness together. Oh, fuck! What? Bitch, what? That's such a fucking fat-faced lie! I know it is, because I know there's more. The full game is fucking out! I'm triggered! Okay. Well, I guess that does it for this episode until I track down the full game. Okay. This is amazing. I love this mod. It had so much emotion. It got my heart pounding. Now, like, that hasn't happened since the original game. Okay. A Brand New Day didn't do it. Doki Doki, like, the right ending where you save everyone didn't do it. Nothing has done that to me. And this is really... My little heart can't take this. Oh god, and seeing Natsuki like that. I feel sorry for whoever had to draw that. Someone had to draw that. But oh my god. That was amazing. And I loved every single second of that. But I guess for now, that does it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode, and if you have, be sure to go down below, give that like button a big old thumbs up, really does help me. Anyway, I'm Werewolf, I'm gonna head back to pack, and I'll see you guys next time. Cheers guys.